Hi everybody. After a long time that we didn't talk, let's just have one short idea regarding this week's parsha. This week's parsha we're learning mainly about the laws of Metzora, Tzarat, leprosy, a blemish, a stain that you have, the laws about it, whatever the explanation of the Metzora means. And as the law is, when you see that, you have to go to the Kohen, and the Kohen is supposed to examine this, and the Kohen will decide if you're pure or impure. And they do it once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times, till it decides about the purity or the impurity. As we know, this law doesn't exist today. It was only time of the Bet HaMikdash. There's a very long explanation why it doesn't exist today, only then. And the long explanation of why did we have this has to do with Lashon Hara, with slandering. But this is what we're learning at this week's parsha and as at next week's parsha too, about the idea of the Kohen examining the tzarat of people. And there's a long explanation why the Kohen does that, because the Kohen is a man of kindness, and only a person of kindness is the one to be able to judge about such a severe blemish. If you deserve to be excommunicated or indefinitely, will find a way, if you can, to keep the person pure. But I just wanted to speak about one short idea, that this is a great message that applies today too, even though, as I said, the Metzora and the Kohen examen doesn't apply today, but it's a message in this that applies today. This message is written in the Mishnah, in the laws of leprosy, in the laws of Negaim. The Mishnah says like this, a very beautiful statement. Kol ha-negaim ro'eh adam. All the leprosies, all the tzarat, the person sees. Chutz, except minigei atzmo, except his own blemishes, he cannot see. What does it mean? In the literal explanation means that a Kohen that is supposed to be examining different people that have this blemish of Metzora, he can examine everyone besides his own. You cannot examine your own Metzora. If a Kohen Chaz v'Shalom would have the same problem of being Metzora, he needs to go to someone else. He cannot do it on his own. But he sees something very interesting. It does not say that all the negaim, all the leprosies, kol kohen, every Kohen can see it. It says kol adam, kol negaim, all the blemishes, all the metzora, kol adam could see, except chutz, except minegei atzmo. What is the terminology? Kol adam means a person, not necessarily a Kohen. So there is a message there related to me and you and to all of us. And it's a beautiful, beautiful message there. But the message is, Kol ha-negaim, as we said, means a blemish. It means a metzora. It means something negative. And the message is, Kol ha-negaim ro'eh adam. A person sees blemishes, chutz. Chutz means accept, as we explained before, but chutz could also mean outside. When the Mishnah tells you like that, all the blemishes a person sees outside, all the blemishes you see outside yourself, you see by everyone else, you see blemishes. Do you know why the Mishnah says? Minigei atzmo. In other words, they put the dot after chutz. And the Mishnah says, minigei atzmo. The reason why you see blemishes everywhere else is because it's your own blemishes. Because you have your own blemishes, this is why you see the blemishes of other people. Would you work on yourself when you wouldn't have nigei atzmo, you wouldn't have your own metzora, you wouldn't have your own damage and blemishes. You would not see outside, you would not see by everyone else the blemishes. And this is the meaning of the Mishnah according to this explanation. And the Baal Shem Tov is very much into this explanation, that all the negaim, a person sees chutz, all the blemishes that you see chutz outside. You know why you see it outside? Because you have these blemishes. And this is the message the Mishnah gives you. If you don't want to see outside blemishes, work on yourself. Stop complaining about everybody else. He's no good. That person's no good. She's no good. This one problem, that problem. The problem is because Negei Atzmo, you have your own. And if you're going to work on yourself and you're going to become a good person, you will see outside only good, only positive, and only good people. Have yourself a beautiful Shabbos. Learn from this message.